If you want to cut a Boolean by depth in Blender, you're in the right place. In this quick and easy guide, I'm going to show you exactly how to control the depth of a Boolean cut so you can make cleaner, more accurate edits inside your Blender models. This is a super useful workflow for hard surface modeling, product design, and any project where you need precise cutouts instead of guessing with the Boolean tool. And if this tutorial helps you out, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more Blender tips, beginner guides, and time-saving workflows. Alright, let's jump right into it. First, select your main object in the scene. This is the object that you want to cut into, so make sure it is the active object before you continue. Next, press Shift+A to add a new mesh. You can choose a cube or a cylinder depending on the shape of cut you want to create. A cube works great for straight cuts and blocky openings, while a cylinder is better for rounded or curved holes. Once the cutter object has been added, move it into position so it sits inside the main object. This is important because the cutter defines exactly where the Boolean cut will happen. The part of the cutter that overlaps your main object is what Blender will use to remove geometry. Now, scale the cutter along one axis to control how deep the cut goes. This is the key step for a depth-based Boolean. By stretching or shrinking the cutter, you decide how far the cut penetrates into the object. If you want a shallow cut, keep it small. If you want a deeper cut, extend it farther through the model. Take a moment here to line up the cutter carefully. The cleaner your placement, the cleaner your Boolean result will be. If needed, use the Move, Rotate, and Scale tools to make sure the cutter is exactly where you want the depth and shape of the cut to appear. After that, select your main object again. This is the object that will receive the Boolean modifier, so make sure you're working on the correct mesh. Now go to the Modifiers tab on the right side of Blender. Click Add Modifier, and then choose Boolean from the list. This opens the settings for the Boolean operation. In the Boolean modifier, set the operation to Difference. Difference tells Blender to remove the overlapping area between your main object and the cutter. This is the setting you want when you're trying to make a cut, hole, groove, or indentation. Then in the Object field, assign the cutter object you created earlier. Once you do that, Blender will use that mesh as the cutting shape for the Boolean. At this point, you should immediately see the cut appear based on the depth and position of the cutter. If the cut does not look right, go back and adjust the cutter's scale or placement until the result matches what you want. This is why scaling the cutter on one axis is so powerful. It gives you direct control over how deep the Boolean goes without needing extra steps or complicated modeling tricks. You can use this method for panels, vents, slots, indentations, and all kinds of detailed modeling work. If you want even more control, you can duplicate the cutter and test different depths before committing to the final version. That can help you compare results and choose the cleanest cut for your model. And that's it. That's how to cut a Boolean by depth in Blender using a simple cutter object and the Difference modifier. Once you get comfortable with this workflow, you'll be able to create cleaner edits much faster and with a lot more precision. If this video helped, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss more Blender tutorials just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.